violence is an issue that has become a part of the modern society, cutting across culture, race, and ethnicity. In this video, I am going to discuss domestic violence in Chimamanda Ngozi Adichie's famous novel Purple Hibiscus. Chimamanda Ngozi Adichie is a contemporary global feminist icon. Let us now see her biography. Adichie was born on September 15, 1977 in Enugu, Nigeria. She studied medicine and pharmacy at the University of Nigeria. After a year and a half, Adichie relocated to the United States to continue her studies. She received master's degrees from both Johns Hopkins University and Yale University. Although she did not originally study literature, Adichie nourished her long-standing interest in writing. She worked as an editor for her university's student-led publication and published both a collection of poems and a play in literary journals. These are her works and the awards she has received for them. The first novel is Purple Hibiscus. It was published in the year 2003 and it received the Commonwealth Writers' Prize for Best First Book in 2005. Let us now see a brief summary of the novel. Her first novel, Purple Hibiscus, is set in the political turmoil of 1990s Nigeria. The narrative is told from the perspective of a 15-year-old girl, Kambili Eshiki, living in Enugu, Nigeria, with her father Eugene, mother Beatrice, and older brother Jaja. Papa is a wealthy factory owner and also an active philanthropist in public and an upstanding Catholic, but at home he is a very strict and violent authoritarian. He publishes a newspaper, The Standard, which is the only paper willing to criticize the new Nigerian head of state. The novel begins on Palm Sunday. We find Jaja refusing to receive the communion at church, and Papa gets angry with him and throws his missile, breaking Mama's beloved figurines. In the subsequent chapters, we find Kambili explaining the events that led to this scene. A key period in their life is the time Kambili and her brother spent at the house of her father's sister, Ifema, and her 3 children. Eugene was a very wealthy person, but unlike Eugene, Ifema was not very rich. Their household, Ifema's household, it offered a marked contrast to what Kambili and Jaja are used to in their house. There, she practiced a completely different form of Catholicism, making for a happy liberal place that encourages its members to speak their minds. So she gave enough freedom to her own children, and Kambili and Jaja really enjoyed that. In this nurturing environment, both Kambili and Jaja become more open and more able to voice their own opinions. While at Aunt Ifema's place, Kambili falls in love with a young priest, Father Amadi. Ultimately, a critical mass is reached in terms of the lives of Kambili, Jaja, and the existence of their family as it once was. Unable to cope with Eugene's continual violence, we find Beatrice poisoning him. Jaja takes the blame for the crime and ends up in prison. In the meantime, Aunt Ifema and her family move to America after she is unfairly dismissed from a job as lecturer in the University of Nigeria, Nsukka. Now moving on to the theme of domestic violence. What is domestic violence? Domestic violence is not physical violence alone, it is any behavior, the purpose of which is to gain power and control over a spouse or intimate family member. There are different types of abuses: physical abuse, sexual abuse, psychological abuse, gender based violence in the form of intimidation and isolation, and also verbal abuse. In Adichie's Purple Hibiscus, this gender based violence manifests in the form of domestic violence, projected through the character Eugene. Eugene, who is revered as a model citizen in the society, turns out to be an extremely abusive person at home. He dominates, subjugates, and inflicts injury on his wife, children, sister, and father, both physically and psychologically. Now let us see the incidents which show Eugene's bouts of physical violence. Mama has endured great hardship at the hand of the uncompromisingly cruel Papa. On several occasions, Papa has beaten Beatrice. One day after Mass, the family visits Father Benedict, their white priest. As Mama is pregnant, she feels sick and doesn't want to leave the car. When they return home, Papa beats Mama for refusing until she has a miscarriage. Within the narrative of the novel, Mama loses 2 pregnancies at Papa's hands. The other miscarriages may have been caused by these beatings as well. When she miscarries, Papa makes the children say special novenas for their mother's forgiveness. Even though he is to blame, he insinuates it is Mama's fault. Eugene subjects his children to extreme physical violence in the guise of discipline. He slaps Camille for getting to the car late when the driver picks her up from school, lashes her with a leather belt for breaking a Eucharist fast, mutilates Jaja's left hand and deforms his little finger for missing 2 questions in a catechism test. He scalds Camille's tender feet with boiling water for being in possession of a grandfather's picture, and worse, for trying to prevent its destruction, a situation which earns her broken ribs and internal injury. Eugene subjects his family to various forms of psychological trauma also. He enforces a strict study regimen which denies his children many of the little joys of childhood, such as wearing play clothes, watching television, or listening to music. They are denied regular contact with their aunt and cousins. Eugene does not speak to his father because his father sticks to his traditional religion and won't become Catholic. He disallows his children also from developing a close relationship with their grandfather. Thus, Eugene not only denies his family of the joy of interacting with his father, but also his father the love, security, and the financial assistance that he should have by virtue of his position as the legitimate father of a wealthy son, a right which in the African society is accorded great respect and reverence. Eugene's psychological violence has a negative impact on the family members. Camille is severely handicapped in her interaction in the absence of a father's love, care, friendship, encouragement, and support. Camille turns to Father Amadi, on whom she develops a crush to fill the void created by Eugene, her father. Jaja's anger manifests in his open defiance of his father through his refusal to receive communion in church. His reference to the host as wafer and the touch of the priest as nauseating is too shocking to Eugene. However, this incident marks the beginning of Jaja's rebellion against his father and religion. At the end, Jaja assumes the role of a protector, taking the blame where possible to shield his mother and sister from the wrath of his father. Cumbli's near-death experience serves as the eventual catalyst that propels Beatrice to assert herself on behalf of her children or risk losing them. Ultimately, she poisons Papa because she can see no other way out. The abuse has repressed her to the point that she must resort to murder to escape. With Eugene's death, her dignity, freedom, and security, and that of her children are restored. Eugene, the man of integrity, the bravest man, the philanthropist, referred to by everyone in the novel, is the same man who scalds his innocent daughter's feet, maims his son, batters his wife, denies his sister of material support and encouragement, and turns his back on his aged father when he needs him most. All these atrocities he endeavors to carefully and effectively conceal from the public in order to preserve his hypocrisy. Eugene's family is therefore entitled to the same dignity and rights he accords himself. Beatrice, who represents the African woman, represents the future of the African child. She therefore deserves to be respected, supported, and honored, not degraded, rejected, and dehumanized. Adichie highlights a very important aspect of family life, parenthood, and points out through purple hibiscus that the decisions parents make about their roles in families will have a deep and lasting influence on the lives and personalities of their children. Adichie's Purple Hibiscus is an impressive first novel, transcends national relevance, and depicts the reactions of a family as its members react to domestic violence in their search for personal freedom. Thank you.